Perfect. Okay. Awesome. So today I want to go over just a few different things. I want to make sure, especially if you've been looking at all for a way to bring in an income, I want to make sure you have options. Most of us have been in the situation where we've needed to bring in something extra, right? I know Dee Dee's been there, Aaron's been there, right? We've needed a way to bring in some extra income, but we kind of don't know how to go about it. We don't want to spend all these extra hours or thousands of dollars. So I'm going to go over with you a few different things. I'm going to bring up the sheet that I created that I feel like is very helpful, especially, I mean, I'm sure most of you guys have done several of these, but it's very helpful for me to see like all the other options out there, kind of what they bring in, how many hours they take. And I don't know if that's helpful for you too, and you're welcome to screenshot out. So kind of grab that. But I'm going to go over a little bit of my story, introduce myself. I don't know whether you found me on a TikTok or if you found me on a live, right? I think Dee Dee, you were on my live, I think. And so I'm going to go over today a little bit about me, my story, all the different things. But a couple things. I know Dee Dee knows this a little bit, but a little bit of my background. I went to college, right? I had the 9 to 5 job. Things changed and I became a mom, right? I wanted to be a present mom. I wanted to be home with my kids. And I just couldn't get a job, right? I couldn't get a job. I didn't want to leave them. I didn't want to put them in daycare, but also watching my husband work his butt off 12-hour days was not working either. And you guys know as well as I know, if you watch your spouse work so hard and they're drained and exhausted, yeah, they maybe not say a thing, but you see it all over them. They're exhausted and they're drained. And whether you are working right now, like Dee Dee's working right now, and she's going to be losing her job here in a little bit, but whether you're working your butt off and you're exhausted or your spouse is exhausted, I can see why we are looking for something that can help us, right? And so, what I found actually was a little over a year ago, I think, or maybe it's been a year ago. I don't even know. It's been a while. But I found something a year ago that literally flipped my life upside down. I was in a lot of debt. I've done the MLM thing 3 to 4 times of them. I've done Amazon FBA where you buy a bunch of product. Like for instance, like I buy a bunch of physical product. I sold it on Amazon, spent about 20 to 30 grand, and I couldn't do it anymore. I was sick of spending the money. I was sick of the time that was literally controlling me. I liked that my business worked in the background for me. I'm sure a little bit of you guys know that. But I liked that my business worked in the background for me, but I was only bringing in super tiny commissions. I'm talking like $3 worth because Amazon was taking everything else. So I feel like at this point I was paying Amazon to sell my product. So, of course, I went back to the drawing board. I was praying for something that would help me in my situation, and I decided to be specific this time. Okay, God, I don't just need extra income. Sure, I could go to Walgreens or McDonald's and get a job. But the problem is I don't want just income. I need my time back. I want to be with my kids. I want to travel. I want all those things and I need more income. Okay? I need to help pay my mortgage. And so when I went looking and searching, I mean, I looked at all these options and I'm going to show you guys. I looked at all, oh, hang on, you can't even see that yet. Hang on 1 second here. Let me share my screen and I'm going to show you some different things that I had looked at so you can see for yourself. Can you guys see me so far? I think if you can see my
Yes, you're
screen.
good.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Didi. I appreciate it. Okay, so these are a few things that I looked into, right? I already did the MLM network marketing thing. I did Amazon FBA, right? Drop shipping. I mean, if you've done any of these, I mean, like, I'd love to know, but I've done several of these. The one that I was looking into after I did Amazon was TikTok Shop. I thought, like, okay, I basically promote like a mascara or something like that. You have to make like 8 videos a day or something dumb, 5 to 8 videos, and you make very little. And so these are the different options, and you're welcome to screenshot screenshot that if you'd like. But those are some of the options I was looking at. But my problem was, and yes, I literally made sheets of paper like this because I get to be sometimes type A personality. And I'm looking at all the things like I would only bring in this much with this. I only would bring in this much here, here, here. I mean, you look at these tiny commissions, right? And so I was looking at that thinking, that's not going to pay my bills. That's not what's going to do that. And every single one of these is going to take more time than I can do as a stay-at-home mom. And honestly, I don't want to contact friends and family. I don't want to do direct sales anymore and contact people. And it's icky. And Dee Dee knows as well as I know, it's awkward. It's awkward as crap. And you just don't want to have to reach out to people. And that was my thing. And then Amazon here, I didn't even put this on here, but I had to spend $60 to $70 a day to get my product even seen. And so in my opinion, it's just like it's taking so much time and so much money. I didn't want to do that anymore. And so all of these things were taking either money from me, it was making me very little and taking a lot of time. And that was just not something that I can do. And so when I went praying for something, I prayed that I could find something that I could actually make a decent income here, that I would be working extremely part-time as a stay-at-home mom so I could still uphold my, stay-at-home mom responsibilities, if you will. Because if you, I don't know if your guys are stay-at-home moms, but for me, I'm in and out of the car all day long, literally taking my kids to piano and gymnastics and to school, and I need something with location freedom so I can do from anywhere. I've always dreamt about being able to work from my phone without being tied to a computer or tied to a desk, and I wanted that freedom, but I didn't know how to get it, right? Like I was here and I knew I needed to get here, I just didn't know how to get there. And so those were some of the thoughts that I was having. And so when I came across this, I actually jumped on Facebook one day, and now I can say these words because I'm not on TikTok. But I jumped on Facebook one day and I see a good friend of mine. This is an old college roommate. I literally just ran across her post. And I love that not only she's a single mom of twin 2 year olds, but she literally fit this in during nap time. 5 minutes here, 10 minutes here. She fit this in her life and was able to bring in 900 to, I think the most I saw her bring in was like $2,700 in a week. And at that point, I realized I get the goosebumps still. Like at that point, I realized this is going to give me the time freedom I'm looking for. This is going to allow me to bring in the income that I'm looking for to help people. Like even just $900 a month would help me pay my mortgage, right? Like that's kind of what my thought was. But it's not going to take me from my kids. I don't have to put them in daycare. I don't have to worry about my husband, you know, being with them for 5 hours while I go to a job, right? Like that was something I couldn't do. And so in my thought, I'm like, oh, I wonder if this is an answer to prayer. Now, I don't know if any of you guys are skeptical, but I am. But I sat back there thinking, you know what? I don't know if I could do something like this. I don't even know what this does. I don't know what it is. But if I could bring in a decent income working from home, working from my cell phone, the stress that would take off my spouse, the stress that would take off of our family by the credit card bills. And then, I mean, we all have them, right? We all have those credit card bills. The stress that it would take off of all of that just by me working 5 minutes here, 10 minutes here, just for a couple hours a day would mean the world to our family, would mean the world to my spouse. And so I just thought, you know what? As hard as this may be, right? And I could go get a job, right? I could go get a job and work at McDonald's or something, or because I don't have any skills, I'm not good enough for anything else, right? I could go get a job, or I could learn some new skills that might be hard at first, right? It's hard to make a video sometimes, but I could learn some new skills, literally jump on training every single day, 5 to 10 minutes, right? Training every single day, learn how to make some videos and bring in some income, literally working part time around my own schedule. And so those are some of the thoughts that I was going through. And of course, I went praying about it, just thinking if this was for me. And my answer was, is this checked all the boxes for me? Everything that I've done took me from my kids, which I know that's not what God wants me to do. He doesn't want me to be for my kids. This is my greatest and best calling ever, is being a mom. But this isn't going to take me thousands of dollars. This isn't going to put me into debt. This isn't going to take ongoing expenses because I don't want expenses, right? We have enough of those, right? With gas bills and grocery bills. I don't want ongoing expenses. So for me, I'm like, I truly feel he led me to this specifically because I needed something that was simple for people like me that are some I literally live on like a little farm. So for me, this is exactly what I was looking for. Um, but anyway, so I'm going to go into a little bit more, but basically what do I do every single day? I promote digital products I did not create. So going back to it, I'm simple. I don't know how to create a product. I don't want to create a product, right? Nobody wants me to do that because I have no skills. And so when I learned that these products are ready to go. Okay. And if you don't know what master resale rights are, they've been used from the beginning of time, right? Walmart seller sells some shorts, right? That someone else created. They get the rights to sell those shorts. It's the same thing as us going to Verizon to go get a cell phone, right? Verizon didn't create the Apple phone. Apple did. They just got the rights to sell that product. So that's similar to this is we get the rights to sell the digital product that I'm talking about, which is a digital program, a digital e-learning course that's a live interactive course teaching you how to make an income from home, literally. So I have a different bundles to go through and you get the exact same ones. But what I love is I didn't have to put in all the work, right? And in my Amazon business, I spent literally $5,000 on just someone doing the stuff I didn't know how to do, right? And so that was kind of like this is already created for me. It comes ready to go. So I don't have to create the product. I don't even have to create my website. Their website is literally given to me ready to go. And I'm going to go over that website here with you in just a minute. But this website right here, I hope you guys can still see my screen. But this website right here, we will give you this exact website, right? It's going to come with all the different things that'll come with videos. This is our founder, a grandma millionaire who was in an MLM as well. And she was bringing in like 7 grand a month in her MLM. And then they cut the commission structure. And so she went down to literally $3,500 as $3,500 a month as a stay-at-home mom. And she realized I can't do somebody else controlling my income. I just can't do that. She wanted to do something that could help people just like her, stay at home, that could help people that just want their time back, right? And so she created this. And what I love, this woman is literally out of the kindness of her heart, shows up every single day, gives us, all the different training and stuff we need every single day. So we're not alone. but you get this exact same website. So you'd have this exact same website, you just took a name to it. But that's what I love. It's like you're not out there trying to create a website. These are testimonials you'd get. And again, you'd get this exact same website. Did you guys have a picture you guys could put on here of your family? Right. Cause that was the other thing is I'm like, oh, I need to find a picture of my family. Right. And then I had a little biography, a little bit about me. Like, what am I looking for? Like, I didn't want to have to, and I talk about vacations all the time. Right. I wanted to create more connections with my kids. I didn't want to have to look at my bank account to do that. I don't want my bank account to control what kind of food I buy for my little girls. I didn't want that. Right. And so you'll get the same kind of thing, but you'd put a picture here, a little bit about your family here, but again, you'd get this exact same website, right? You'd get all the things and it's ready to go. All you're doing for here is you're literally hooking up a name to your email system that we're going to give you. And then we are going to hook that to payment gateways. So when someone comes across this page, so like Dee Dee, say she decided to get one of the bundles, she's going to get this exact same page. She goes and creates a video of, I don't know, her doing dishes or something. Someone reaches out to her and comes across her exact same page. Well, when they come here to purchase from her, right? They're going to come to Dee Dee's page and they're going to purchase right here. That's going to go directly to Dee Dee, 100% of that. So what I love is she's not paying anybody. It's literally going through her own payment gateway. I personally loved that because everything I've done before, everybody took a piece of the pie. And so that was one of the biggest things to me is, the MLM world, right? They promise you the world, right? And so what I didn't love is that everybody, this person above me took half the income. This one up here, so like everybody got a piece of the pie, but here I did all that work and I get like dollars, like not hundreds, dollars for how much work I put in and I hated it. So I love that like right here, that Dee Dee's customer could come here and put their details in here. And then all of a sudden Dee Dee right there gets paid $900, literally directly to her bank account, which is huge in my opinion, at least. But I do like to go over this right here. And again, you're going to get this exact same thing, but how I like to look at it, because a lot of people are looking for this get rich quick thing, right? If you guys want to screenshot this, you're more than welcome to. But a lot of people are looking for this get rich quick thing that they just kind of sign up for something and they get all this money and they're not willing to put in the work. And now what I will tell you is, I'm gonna go back to this so I can see you. But what I will tell you is one of the most things that was terrifying to me is I had never been on social media before. Never. I've never showed my face. I think when my little one was born, my last one, I feel like I might have put a picture of her like when she was born, but I personally am never on social media. I don't even post a picture. So this to me was terrifying, like absolutely terrifying. Now I'm going to put my face on social media, or on Facebook, you don't put your face, you literally do a post. But I was terrified. But I also thought, you know what? If I'm willing to show up, and yeah, I might be a little bit comfortable at first, but I'm going to get training. If I'm willing to show up and I could bring in like an extra $900 a month or an extra $900 a week, that would drastically change things for my family. So at least for me, I'm like, I'm willing to try it. I'm willing to see if this is going to work for me. And I'm going to tell you right now, I had my doubts when I purchased this program. I had my doubts it was going to work for me because just like Dee Dee and I were talking about this morning, we've done a lot of things that haven't worked, right? I've done the MLMs that literally never worked. I maybe made a total of a couple $100 when everyone else made all this money and I made nothing. I've done a lot of things that haven't worked, including Amazon, and I've gotten in a lot of debt over it. And so, of course, I've always researched and literally Googled the best thing to do for me as a stay-at-home mom that would fit in my lifestyle, that would not take from my family physically, or not take my family, but like being present with my family, but also wouldn't take from my family financially. And so I've always looked for something. I just didn't quite know what to do. And so for me with this was a complete game changer, but I had my doubts it would work. And so I started making videos. I started doing that. I wasn't super coachable in the beginning because I was confused on what to do, right? Because I wasn't putting in the time into the training, which is so, so important. But I was confused on what to do. And so the thing is once I got clarity on exactly what to do, kind of videos to create, kind of actually doing the trainings like we have here. And I'm going to show you, we have all this training and I want to make sure, I'll get to that here in just a minute. But what I love is we have all this training here, literally a daily video that we give you that's like 5 to 10 minutes, right? And you're going to listen to a millionaire teach you exactly what you need to do, right? Building credibility, consistency, how to handle fear and doubt. And I love this is literally training, step by step, showing you exactly what to do every single day. And I'll go over more of the training here in a minute. But my thing is I doubted so bad this was going to work for me because I've never made my investment back in anything. And I was scared of, putting money into anything and this might not work for me. Right. I don't know if you guys have had that fear or not, but I have. And so I sat back there wondering, okay, I don't know if this is going to work for me. And then 3 weeks in, right, someone came across my post and was like, Rachel, I need this bad. So they went to my website, they purchased $900 later. I made my investment back. which puts me immediately into 100% profit mode, which means every single dollar I bring in, I get to keep. Nobody takes a piece of that, which I personally love. And Dee Dee knows this about me, right? I love this. But what I love is it just showed me that's all I do. I literally make videos. Someone comes to me because you have a product, right? This is a product that everybody's looking for. Everybody's looking for a way to make income from home. Everybody's looking for a way that is simple, that's not going to take them from a family, that's not going to take thousands of dollars from them. Everybody's looking for that, and you're giving them an option. We're going to show you how to get in front of people's face, right? We're going to show you how to do that. And what I love, it's like you have something people are looking for. So there's not like selling involved. Does that make sense? People are coming to you. You're not reaching out to customers. You're not reaching out to friends and family. We do not do that here, thankfully. I hated that in the network marketing world. And so what I love is people come to you and they ask you questions. So you're just going to get really good at answering questions. But I had my doubts. So when I made my first 900 back, which was 3 weeks, like 3 weeks in, I made that back. Okay. And what I love is I sat back there and realized I cannot believe I literally just make videos and I go live. At the time, I wasn't going live, but I literally make videos and that's how I make an income for my family. A couple hours a day, 5 minutes here, 10 minutes here. I can do this. And then I buckled down and I kept going. And then when the second 900 came in, and then the third 900 came in, and then $1,800 in 7 days came in. And when I started seeing that kind of income, realizing I don't have to have a job. I don't have to work for somebody. I don't have to work under somebody. This is 100% me. I am my own business owner. I am literally my own CEO of my own business. And I love that. It's up to me to show up and do the work, right? Because I feel like a lot of people out there are looking for this like get rich quick thing. And for me, in my experience, I'm willing to put in the work. I just cannot work all day. Like we know that, right? Like we know we cannot work all day. So for me, I was willing to put in 5 minutes here and 10 minutes here type of thing, which has worked for me in my life. But like I said, I had my doubts it was going to work for me because of all the things that I tried and failed at. So when I saw that when it started working for me, 3 weeks in, and I started making these $900 sales and realized I don't have to wait 2 weeks to get paid. Because even in Amazon, I had to wait 2 weeks. I love that I got that day. Just like if I purchase an ebook right now from Target, I'm going to get that in my email that day. It's the same concept, right? So like Dee Dee, she makes a video, she gets her system set up within 24 hours to 2 days. She gets her system set up. Someone goes to, as she starts making videos, and then someone goes to Dee Dee's website and purchases from her. Dee Dee's going to get income that day. She's not waiting 2 weeks. She's not doing any of that. And she gets to keep every dollar. So, in my opinion, this is literally the most simple thing I have ever seen or done, but honest, like the cheapest. Like, I've never seen a cheaper investment to start anything. And I'm going to bring up this sheet right here that I love as well. I'm a visual person, so I feel like it's a little easier to give you visual things. And if you'd like to screenshot this, you're more than welcome to. But I just want to go over, these are a few things that I highlight that I personally love about this. I literally work 2 to 3 hours a day that I went over a little bit already. You make and keep every single dollar. Okay, so going back to this page here, you notice how every single one of these is 20. Well, in Amazon, I made like 12% profits. Well, even less than this. But you notice the profitability here and how much time you put to them. And then you come here and it's like you make and keep every dollar. You work 2 to 3 hours a day, right? You don't have these ongoing monthly subscription costs that are crap, at least in my opinion. You don't have any of that stuff. Okay. That's what I love about this. And I've never had something that I've invested in that was this cheap. Everything I've invested in before was thousands of dollars. And I hated it and I never made it back. So this to me, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is cheaper than the cost of the TV on my wall. And I did the most expensive one at $900 that gave me all four of them. But that's why I have four, is because I want to offer four to different people, right? I want to be able to, if somebody can't get this one, that's okay. They can get one of these other ones. But the other thing for me that was huge, because I'm not techie whatsoever. If you knew the situation of me and my cell phone, we have battles every day of how to use my phone. I've gotten good at creating videos now. Man, I need chapstick. That's awful. But I'm not techie whatsoever. And what I love is that this came, how I'm going to give you an example of is, do you guys know what HelloFresh box is? Like the little box of food that comes, right? That you just have to pop it in, pop it in the oven. Well, what I love is because you look at the HelloFresh box, right? You get your potatoes, you get your meat, you get your carrots, you get your seasonings. And what you have to do is you have to physically put in the work of boiling the water, turning the oven on, right? And putting it together, right? But the simple part of it is it makes it so simple. It comes ready to go and you just have to do that rest of it. That's what I love about this, is I didn't have to do the hard part of buying the potatoes and trying to figure out how much potatoes I need and all the things. It was like I just bought the one thing and it was ready to go. And so that's what I like to give that analogy here of is that I didn't have to worry about the tech stuff because it's 90% completed. What you are doing is creating a name that you're going to hook to your website that we're going to give you. So like I said, we're going to give you a pre-built website. You're going to hook a name to that. But once you get your website, you're going to also hook your email system, right? That way it's going to get your time back. And I'm going to explain that here in a minute. But you're going to hook that email system up with your payment gateways. So you're going to hook up like PayPal, Stripe, and Square. So when someone comes to buy from you, it's going directly to you. Now, the reason why I want to explain really quick the email system, and maybe if you guys have heard this a little bit on my live that I talked about, is when I talk about getting our time back, because it's not just about making income, right? What most of us cannot go get an extra job, we cannot work extra hours, and so we want our time back, right? And now, could you imagine you having a business, right? That maybe you put in a very little bit of time in the morning or something, and then this business works for you in the background. So maybe you're traveling, maybe you're going on cruises, maybe you're just spending time with your family, and this business is working for you in the background. Now, what I like to call this is like the freedom machine, the automated system, because we're going to give you a system similar to what Sheen has, right? So Sheen, if you have Sheen or Timu or whatever those other ones are, right? You get an email every single day from them. Now, my personal one right now is from Tractor Supply. So I get an email from Tractor Supply every single day saying like there's wheelbarrows on sale, there's baby chickens on sale, and of course, when I see there's baby chickens, I've got to go take a look, right? I love my cuckoo marans. But what I love about it though is I know that Tractor Supply isn't jumping on and emailing me. I'm a part of their system, which makes them have to do literally no work. They set up the email one time and it goes out to people and they never have to touch it. That's what I love because we're going to give you an email system just like that. We're going to show you how to collect emails. We're going to show you what you need to do because, again, we're all here, but we want to get here, right? And so we're going to show you literally step by step exactly what you need to do, but it's all created and done. You just have to do the other part, like the HelloFresh box, right? Like you've got to do the other part and put in 2 to 3 hours a day. Okay. And I say 3 because I put in a couple hours a day and then I put in some time into training because I don't know this stuff, right? And so what I love is I jump on a 5 to 10 minute video with my millionaire mentor grandma lady who literally shows me what to do. So I'm not alone. I'm not by myself. I'm not trying to figure it out on my own because I would have no clue where to start. That's what I love about that. So, like I said, getting your time back. Could you imagine you put in some time at work, right? 2 hours that day from your lawn, from your car, from your kitchen table, doesn't matter. You put in a couple hours that day, making your 3 videos, and I'll go over that here in a minute, but your 3 videos, maybe you do a live or post on Facebook or something. You do that. And then what happens is your social media is working for you in the background 100% of the time. Your website that we give you is working in the background 100% of the time. Because the thing that I love about digital is that it never sleeps, right? We take breaks, we go to the bathroom, we eat food, we do all the things. Social media, the digital space never sleeps. And I love that because it's like a little clone of me out there working while I get to enjoy my life. Like, could you imagine like you sleeping or whatever and waking up to a $900 sale and you were just sleeping? Like, could you imagine that? Well, I have. The feeling of that is like, I seriously cannot believe I just woke up and that's what happens. I wasn't physically working. And that's what I love about this. Your email system, your website, your social media is out there working for you while you're living life because you only put a couple hours a day into your business. It's not like the MLM world where they want you to literally work from sun up till sundown. I hated that garbage. And then you have the parties and all the things and Dee Dee knows exactly what I'm talking about. We don't like that stuff, right? We want to be able to get our time back. We don't want to have to go to some party. There's none of that stuff. There's no team building. There's no stacking. There's none of that trying to recruit. Like there's none of that garbage. We don't have any of that, which I am so grateful for. Now, going back to this here, I personally love that. Now, what I want to go into really quick is I will go. Can someone remind me here in a minute? Dee Dee, can you remind me exactly what I do for a couple hours a day? Because I want to show you exactly what my videos look like so you can see for yourself. But I want to cover this right here because I know as well as like Dee Dee and I, we've both done MLMs before, and um, I don't know if you have Aaron or not, but Dee Dee and I have done these MLMs, right? Where we'd had to chase people and call people and do all the things. And I want to touch on that because what I love is I've never had to reach out to friends and family. Half my friends and family don't even know what I do. Actually, most of them don't. But that right there, I've never had to do that. I don't have to spend thousands of dollars like I did in Amazon to get my product out there. We are going to teach you how people can find you, right? You're not finding customers, they're finding you. So you're not stopping people at the grocery store, you're not calling your friends and family, none of that garbage. You literally make posts. Now, I did remember, so Didi, I got you. But here's the thing. So when it comes to the what I do for every single day for a couple hours a day, this is part of being discoverable. How people find you is for a couple hours a day, right? I make 3 pieces of content, and it doesn't matter if you are on we've got FedEx here. But it doesn't matter if you are on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok. People ask me all the time, "Can I use any platform?" And the answer is yes, you can use any platform you want. I personally and we have training on all of them, by the way. So if you're like, "I'd like to try this one, but I don't know," that's okay. We will teach you how to do any platform that you feel you want to do. You just kinda decide which one you want. I personally do TikTok. It's a little bit easier for me. I've had to learn to do it. I was scared crapless, but I've had to learn how to do it. And I literally created a brand new account. I had no following. I literally had no account. I created a brand new account just for this. And we actually recommend that because if we can create a brand new account, we can train your algorithm and teach you all the things in that. But anyway, so I create 3 pieces of content. This is a 5-second video. This is a 30-second video. This is a 7-second video. And if you're wondering what that looks like, and you guys have probably seen a little bit of my videos, but I'll show you here. Like, do you guys think you could create a video like this? But so could you create a video like that? Could you do I was feeding my baby chickens the other day, and I literally just created text on. So this is what we're gonna show you how to do, is create a post, and we'll show you exactly what to put on the screen, so you're not feeling like you're all by yourself and feeling like, "I don't know what to do." I mean, here, right here, me and my little one are playing. Okay, I know that's extra loud. But that's if you can create something like that, it's so simple. I mean, this one right here, I'm putting lip gloss on my little one. Okay. And I know, and I don't know if that looks hard to you or not, but for me, I'm like, you know what? I could do that. I could figure out how to create that kind of stuff. And then, of course, I learned how to do talking videos, but we're going to teach you how to do that. Okay. We're going to teach you how to do that. Here's another one. So simple. Like, it's just so simple. Anyway, so that's what I do. I literally create videos, and if you want to do like Facebook, you could do literally a post, and we're going to show you what to do. Is if for every single platform, we will show you what to do, so it's more dialed in, and you're not feeling like I don't know what to do. I'm confused. I'm lost. That's okay. So I want to go over a little bit into the program here, so you can kind of see for yourself. But like I said, we have this community here. And I love this. This helps us so you're not alone, right? So there is what 56,000 people here in our community. So you're never ever alone. But like I said, you have a millionaire here literally in your back pocket. You learn from her every day. She goes over all the training.
Do it
And then we have called
last
sorry,
week, and
hey Marissa.
it was on the day that oh crap.
Sorry, okay, she's just jumping on. Okay. So but going into here, so you have all this stuff, especially if you're like, "Ooh, I'm trying to figure out my website," because again, we're going to teach you how to connect it all. And if you have questions on that, you can literally jump on a tech call and she will help you do that. It's so simple. But anyway, so that's kind of that training that you get here, which I absolutely love. And then I did want to go over with you guys in the wins because I think this is always fun. But like what I love is, and again, still praying in the shower. This is what I love so much, right? Most of us have prayed over our finances. Most of us have been trying to figure out how in the world I can, make an income. And it's like, you see this people stay at home moms literally making $900 literally praying in the shower. I did want to go over this one here. I love this one. This is one I actually posted in the thing a little bit. But if you can see this lady, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of tidbit on her story. I wanted to go over is, but she was the mom that she had a cookie and cake business last year in 2024, and because she taught herself how to make cookies. She's been a stay at home mom for 15 years, and she had said that in that business she had to work 12 to 14-hour days making these cookies, right? And so here she put in all the energy and time, but she also had to spend about $6,000. She made 10 grand last year doing cookies out of her house. It's actually pretty decent as a stay-at-home mom, but she made 10 grand and then only got to keep 4 grand of that because the other 6 grand went to the flour, went to the sugar, went to all the different things. So as much as we're like, "Ooh, I want to be my own, business owner," half of that stuff takes so much money and so much time. And so when she found this, skeptical as she was, when she found this, she thought, "You know what? I have a couple hours a day. I'm going to try this. And if you guys want to screenshot this, you're more than welcome to. But if I could help Like, this would give me my time back. I don't have to do I can do my cakes and cookie stuff only on casual like, if I want to, but she's not trying to do that to bring in an income. So if you can imagine, I don't know if any of this would help you guys, but I look at that as a stay-at-home mom. She literally works a couple hours a day on her business, and that is it. She works no more than a couple hours a day, and this is what she's been able to do. It's absolutely incredible. So there's that. You can see, I'm just going to kind of scroll through this a little bit, but $600 while watching TV, busy watching Fear Walking Dead. I love it. But that's what I love is you get to keep every dollar. You're not worried about, "Oh, I put in, 2 to 3 hours a day and I only got to make a small portion." No, you get to keep every dollar, and that's what I love. Now, sorry, my cat out there is probably attacking another cat. I don't know. But no, but what I also love though is and this might be a question of yours. If it is, I'll get it right now. But I have always asked too, well, what does the founder get out of this, right? This founder right here. What does she get out of if I purchase this? She's right here, right? What does she get out of this? Because if I keep every single dollar, how do I get my system? Hey Marissa, how in the world do how do they make money? How do we get all our stuff for free? Well, like I said, right here, so this $39 website fee, that right there is what they get. Okay. And so what I love is they're literally giving us that website for $39. And Marissa, if you want to screenshot this, you're more than welcome to. But this $39 is how they make it out. It's a one-time cost. And it's funny, when I first started, I wasn't told that this was a one-time cost. And so I didn't know. And I'm like expecting it's going to come out again. And she's like, girl, what are you talking about? That was a one-time cost. You never paid again. And immediately, because I've always been so used to the subscriptions and the payments that I had to make, and I didn't realize, oh my gosh, you can literally have a business. You literally spend money one time, you set up your system one time, and you never pay anything again. That right there was huge for me personally because I've never seen anything like that before. So that was that question I went into. I'm just going to scroll through a little bit. This here is another stay-at-home mom. Love her, but she has literally dedicated so much like dedication in this because she's like, I have no other option. I need to bring in some extra income. And here she is literally six figures as a stay at home mom because she's like, I'm doing this. But like you can kind of see, right? TikTok literally pays her bills. Isn't that just crazy? But anyway, I love it so much. I don't know if this means anything to you guys, but I just sit there and think, if I would have only had this when my kids were in diapers, like this, I could have done this during nap time. I could have done this when I was feeding them with a bottle because it's literally videos of anything, right? Anything can be a video, whether you're playing with your kids, whether you're doing whatever, everything is a video. $100 sale this morning. And that's the thing. Sure, we all love a $900 sale to come through, but also what about the $100 and $300 sales that come through? That still helps, at least in my opinion, pay those bills. So anyway, so now that I've gone over some of this, and Marissa, you weren't on here when I had this, but if you wanted to screenshot this, I went over this as well of all. So I've done these two things here. I actually did some freelancing as well. But these are a few things that I did, and I was just highlighting the profitability that you do with so many different side hustles, and that why I felt like they were so complicated and took so much time, energy, and money from me. And I wanted to just show you the difference because I feel like it's good to be educated, right? You need to see what's out there before you go spend thousands of dollars on Amazon like I did. Hopefully saving you from that mistake that I did. But you can screenshot that. If there's anything else you want me to screenshot, please tell me. But now that I've gone over those, now I'm going to open it up for some questions. So what questions do you guys have? I want to make sure that I am answering any questions you guys have, especially if you guys have followed me for a little bit. I know Dee Dee had a couple questions as well, but I'm going to open up for questions. Shoot it out. Let's go. I'll answer all the questions you have. Let me see. I think you can still see my screen. But yeah, Dee, did you have any more questions? Now that you kind of heard a little bit more, or Aaron, now that you guys have heard a little bit more, what questions do you have? Just gonna make sure. And I know you're at work, so if you can't reply right now, that's okay. And Aaron, did you have any questions, my friend? Oh, there's a chat here. I'm so sorry. And if you don't have questions, that's okay. But I did want to go over those different things. I know that Dee Dee asked about, no, I don't at the moment. Okay, awesome, Aaron, thank you. I know Dee Dee had some questions on being able to do some of the special payment plans, and I will show you. So the special payments I have, and Dee Dee, if you wanted to screenshot this, and I know you're at work, so if you need any of this reiterated, I'm happy to show you. But these are the different options here. So if you wanted to screenshot this one, zip, right? This is one where you could get one of those virtual credit cards and come back and purchase whatever one you want, right? The Sezzle is another one, right? So you can screenshot that one too. Okay. I think you said you already checked into Affirm and to Klarna because these will, I mean, I want to say Affirm and Klarna allow you to start at like $58 or something like that. Those are some of the options. And then if you wanted to see the other one, if that's not what you wanted either, and I will show you. So on this page, it's at the bottom of every single one of my emails. And I know this is just a question of Dee Dee's that she had, but how you find the ones where you can purchase. So this one here, this orange button is the 900. That's the legacy builders. That one's going to give you a lot more information, but also allow you to make more, right? So this one allows you to bring in 4 sources of income, 1, 3, 6, and 9, right? And it's still going to give you the website, still going to give you the email system and all the products, right? And then for the payment plans, you're just going to click this green button here. Okay, and that one allows you to go down here and do payment plans. That one's for that one. Again, if you wanted to do a smaller one, a smaller payment, but still do that, you could do this Affirm button here. So that is for the 900 plan. And if you were looking at the 600 plan, let me scroll down here. So the 600, let me scroll all the way down. Don't get dizzy. I'm so sorry. My mom would be literally not well because she cannot do the dizziness. But right here, and if you wanted to scroll through any of this and read any of this, please do. I can be pretty analytical, so I did look through all this and kind of learn a little bit more. So you're more than welcome to do that. But this one here is the $600 bundle. And again, they all come with a $39 website fee, which I don't know if either one of you are on my live, but I did offer that I can cover this $39 website for you. So the only thing you need to cover is whatever bundle you want to purchase. And then again, so this is the 600. You click the lime green button is where you get the payment plans. That one down here, I want to say this one is 150 for that one if you want to do that route. So there's that one. Or if you wanted to do, let me scroll down here. Excuse me. Okay, and then this is the $300 bundle. And again, I always recommend a payment plan because why not, right? Why pay the whole thing when you can do it on a payment plan if you so choose? But the lime green buttons is where you're going to get the payment plans, and you can kind of see those. But again, if you wanted to start cheaper than this and be able to do one of the higher bundles, you just go to one of these websites, right? And you just apply for one of those cards, and then you can come back and purchase that, and you can do that. The other thing is I know a lot of people will ask, what is the difference between the different bundles? Because sure, I get this, the different streams of income. Well, how I look at it is there are different levels of education, right? So I can get the 100, and it will come with one stream of income. Okay. It's going to show me how to do free ads, the business method, things like that. It's going to give me a little bit of education. It's not going to give me a whole lot, right? But it only allows me to make $100. This 300 bundle here, this one's going to allow you to make $100 and $300, right? So that when someone comes to purchase from you, they can purchase either one of those bundles from you. So it's just a little bit more education. This 600 one gives you a lot more education. You get 3 streams of income. So if someone comes to purchase from you, they can purchase any 3 of those. And then the 900 bundle that I had spoke about, that one allows for 4 streams of income. Okay. It also comes with the different bonuses as well, like showing you how to do Canva, the different, there's like a 30 days and 30,000 and 90-day little like workshop we're going to give to you as well. But the thing with the 900 that it was really appealing to me is I've always been about multiple streams of income. And so when I found this, and what was really appealing to me is with the 900 bundle, it was going to show me how to promote my own thing. So at the time I was doing Amazon, and so I thought, man, if I could learn how to promote Amazon, like my product on Amazon, that I didn't have to spend every day for advertising, this would be huge. But of course, the more I learn, I'm like, screw Amazon. They're taking too much from me. I'm just going to do this. But the 900 is also going to show you if you wanted to create your own product, right? Like Dee Dee's going to start, she's going to get an RV and start traveling. It's like you could be creating your own product, your own like PDF if you wanted to show tips and tricks of RV traveling, right? It's going to show you how to create your own product if you wanted to, right? I am not there yet. Eventually I will get there. But if you wanted to create your own product, right? If you wanted to create your own little course, like there's someone in our class that literally created a baby sleep course, which is so cool because she has a talent in that. And so here we're teaching her. We even gave her a template for a website so that she could have her own little baby sleep class, which I think is super cool. It's just that the options are endless. Absolutely, Aaron. Let me know if you have any questions. Okay, my friend. Thanks for hanging out. But what I love about that is it's literally gonna give you all the details and everything that you need if you wanted to do something of your own as well. So that right there was huge to me. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't know. Didi, is there any other questions you had, my friend? I needed to dang it, I didn't get that um, info to her. I will message her. But yeah, Didi, did you have any more questions, my friend?
I don't think I do, at the moment.
Okay, perfect. Well, what do you think so far? Do you think it seems pretty simple?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think my only thing is, like, the special payments. I just tried the other 2, and, I think it's because my credit cards are maxed out,
Oh, yes, been there.
so
Yeah, there's no shame.
um,
We
so
were all there.
yeah, however, like I was telling you earlier this morning, I can do it, it's just gonna be tomorrow, um, and then
That's totally fine. Do you
I'll
have an
go.
idea of which one you wanna do?
I would like to. I think it was like 225, right? For the 900
Yes,
with
it is
the
225.
wait.
What I wanna do though, if you want to do the 900, this is what I'll do,
Okay.
because you're not able to qualify for the other ones, and hopefully this will help you.
Mhm.
But, I because if you were gonna do one of the, like, the Affirm or Klarna or something, I wanted to pay that, like, because with Affirm, you usually can get it for, like, $58. Well, what
Right.
I wanna do is I wanna offer that same thing for you. So if I can pay $58 towards it, so it's not a huge amount, but if I could pay
Mhm.
$58 towards this and I'll pay your $39 website fee, so that's what, 99? I'll pay $100 towards your stuff.
Mhm.
So that covers your 39, that covers $59 of this, or $60. Does that help you at all?
Oh, yeah, definitely, for
Okay.
sure.
Okay, well, then I will write that down that you'll need that, and I can send that to you. Because what I'll do is once you purchase, because I wanna make sure that it's not like this is never meant to take food off your table. I am not about that at all. I believe in God's timing, right? And I don't want this to take food off your table. And because
Right.
this is more or less something like, hey, if you can get your system set up and you can start making some videos and get the training, and it like, what if you could make your investment back even before you're done making your payments? That's my thought and that's my goal for you.
Right.
So that's why I wanna help you pay for it. So I'm gonna put this down, for Dee Dee, that I'm gonna do 39 website plus 58. So I'm gonna basically give you $100 towards that. Okay. And then because that way it'll cover your website fee and it'll also cover $58 towards $59 towards your bundle. But hopefully that makes it a little bit easier to swallow. Um, and then once you do get started, if that is tomorrow, I do want to jump on a like Zoom with you because I want to show you. I want to show you kind of like around everything, where to
Uh-huh.
go, what to do. So that way, hopefully, it's more simple, right? Because I'm super simple, and I swear everything that I've done was so stinking complicated, and I just want this to be as easy as it can for you because it's been a game changer for me. So let me think. Was there any questions you have?
No, I think the Zoom would be helpful, because 'cause
Okay.
I'm sure like you, I think you said earlier, you're a hands-on person. I'm the same way. So once I'm
Yes.
able to, like, get in there, click around, and figure out everything, I think I'll be good.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to stop recording this here.